Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Bienvenidos a mi cocina. Today I'm going to share a delicious breakfast recipe. Poached eggs in a rich tomato sauce. Huevos ahogados en una salsa de tomate que queda riquísima. So if you would like to prepare this recipe with me, pause the video, gather up your ingredients, and let's prepare this recipe together. The ingredients you need are very few. 4 Roma tomatoes, 1 small onion or half a white onion, 4 chile guajillos. These are already washed and I removed the seeds and the stems. And if you want to add a little bit of heat to the dish, add 2 to 3 serrano peppers. These are hiding in here, but I'm going to use 3 garlic cloves and a few leaves of epazote. If you can't find epazote, you can substitute it for cilantro. 1 tablespoon of chili powder, which is completely optional. I like to add it because it adds extra color to the dish. 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, half a teaspoon of freshly cracked black pepper, salt to your taste, and about 6 to 8 eggs, depending on how many people you plan to feed. And water as needed. First, we're going to heat up a pan with water. The water is beginning to boil, so now we're going to add the tomatoes. And the 2 serrano peppers. Boil these 2 ingredients for 5 minutes. In a separate pan, I'm going to heat up a small amount of olive oil or any other oil of your choice. Cut the onion in half. Place it in the hot oil along with the garlic and the guajillo peppers. The chile guajillo we're only going to fry for less than a minute. We only want this to soften up and to enhance the flavor of the chile. And these we're going to turn over after a few seconds because these take much less time to cook. Once these soften up, we're going to remove them and we're going to place them on a plate. Once the garlic looks like this, we're going to remove it as well. Once the tomatoes begin to peel like this, I'm going to turn off the burner, add in the chile guajillos, and cover for 15 to 20 minutes. At this point, I'm going to remove the onion. So now in order for all these ingredients to cool down, we're going to transfer them to the blender. You can choose to leave the skin on or take it off, whichever you prefer. I'm also going to add in the onion, the garlic cloves, the spices, and about half a teaspoon of salt. And 2 cups of cold water to help cool down the tomato and the peppers. Preheat the oil that was left in the pan. Pour the contents into the hot oil. Add a little bit of water to the blender to get the remainder of the residue. At this point, I used about 3 cups of water. The amount of water you use can vary depending on how thick you prefer the sauce. Give it a mix. As you can see, this is already a little bit thick. So once it begins to boil, it's going to thicken up a little bit more. And the sprig of epazote. Or cilantro if you can't find epazote. Just give it a taste and see if it needs more salt. I'm going to add a tablespoon of chicken bouillon to add more flavor to the dish. You can use salt or chicken bouillon, whichever one you prefer. Give it a mix. actually a little bit spicy, and I only used 2 serrano peppers. My husband likes his food spicy, so I'm sure he won't mind. Now, before you begin to crack in the eggs, you want to make sure it has the consistency that you prefer. I'm going to wait for it to thicken up a little bit more before I begin to crack in the eggs. Now I'm going to turn it down to medium. We're going to crack in the eggs one at a time. And you got to do this quickly because you want these all to cook evenly. 3. And you want to crack them about 2 inches apart so they don't stick together. Cover them with the sauce so they can cook. Turn off the burner and cover for 10 minutes. Growing up in Mexico, eggs were part of our daily menu. Sometimes we had them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Prepare this recipe in your home and let me know what you think. And now for my favorite part of the video, the taste test. These turned out amazing. I know my husband is gonna love them. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to share with friends and family so they too can enjoy this delicious recipe. Thank you again, and I hope to see you in the next video.